Hello and welcome. My name is Melrose. I have been building my dream house here on the beautiful island of Barbados for a very long time. The house is complete, but I ran out of money. Therefore, a lot of the finer stuff are having to wait. While I'm waiting, I've decided to do whatever I can to save money. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been working on making the garden and patio area a nice place to sit out and enjoy the warm weather and the thunderstorms that we've been having lately, which, believe it or not, I quite enjoy because it cools everything down. So what I've been doing is making the garden nice. I've planted over the last couple of months quite a lot, and things grow really quickly here. So what I've been doing is pruning, also taking cuttings and moving them to different areas of the garden. So last week I was working on the path. Now I'm working on making that area look nice. So as you can see, I have set out a little bit of a pattern just to make the path less stark. So I've been planting stuff out, and there you can see the path. And if you notice, it looks a lot more settled in. It's even got a sort of like a patina style on it, which I quite like. Now, this area here, I want just a bougainvillea hedge. So I've been making some cuttings. So I'm going to move a lot of the plants that I've got here and putting them elsewhere in the garden and planting out the bougainvillea, and hopefully I will have a nice hedge. And your girl's cheap, you know, saving money where I can. So what I'm going to do is take cuttings from this cactus and putting them elsewhere in the garden. Because that's what you've got to do. You've got to work with what you've got and make the best of it. So I'm going to chop this up, put some in one bed and some in another, and so on. What happened the other day that I thought was really nice, a subscriber happened by, and her name's Stephanie, and she gave me a cutting which I thought was really nice. So I've added it to the garden. So anybody else who knows where I am, and if you've got any cuttings, I will love to have some of the cuttings if you've got any to spare. Just leave them on the veranda if I'm not about, and I thank you in anticipation. And that's one thing I like about being here on this area here. People are really friendly. A lot of the plants that you see have been donated. I've also gone to house clearances and got some cuttings from there as well, or some plants from there, and then I've cut them down and spread them around the garden. This is not the final look. You know, gardens evolve, so I'm just getting it so that I'm not sat looking at dirt or weeds. So I'm making the most of it. I'm going to be honest, I'm not hating it. I'm quite impressed with my efforts. Now, the only thing about this is a lot of the same flowers again and again. So you're seeing the same sort of colours, your yellows, your pinks, and it's nice, but I want more of a contrast. So guess where we're off to? The plant nursery. But I have a strict budget and I'm determined to stick to it. Ooh, but look at all these beautiful, beautiful plants, tall ones, short ones. Absolutely lovely, row upon row. It's so tempting, easy to get carried away here. But I have a plan, and it's to get a couple of tall plants to give me some height in the garden, and possibly a totally different colour for what I've got there already. Oh, look at that bougainvillea. There is a wide selection. Oh, white bougainvillea. I'll keep my eye on that, but not this visit. Oh, some really beautiful, beautiful plants. There's silver dollar there. Oh, I like this one. I might get that. This is a lovely one, but I don't think I want that. Not this time around. So I've spent less than $100. Quite pleased with that. Here we go, because you know my pocket broke. So I'm just going to cut this blue barrel in half and use it as planters for now. Good quality planters are very expensive, and there's no point buying a cheap one because it won't last, not with the sun. So this will do for now. Again, it's all about making do with what you've got until your situation changes, and then I'll replace it. But for now, it will do. Really enjoying working on the garden, and it will be a long-term project, of course, but to keep the weeds down, I've covered over certain areas so that it's manageable for me. I'm just going to take my time and get it as nice as I can so I can enjoy pottering in the garden over the coming months. But I'm going to be honest, I'm pleased with what I've done so far. It's not what I envisioned, I'm going to be honest, but it'll do very nicely. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.